Hello, this is your 15C058. Today I need to do my 7th experiment in Unix lab, that is file operation using system calls. So first I'm starting, my question is to write a C++ program to copy the contents of one file to another file using Unix system calls. So first I'll show you the program. So this is my code, starting with the header files #include iostream #include content using namespace std, then starting a main function initializing variables fd1, fd2, char buffer size 100, file name of size 10, and char f2 of size 10. Then cout enter the file name, then cin it will take the file, then fd1 is equals to open file name, it will take the file, and fd1 is equals to -1. Cout the file does not exist, and otherwise it will go to the else part, that is it will read the file, the buffer, then it will print the contents of the file are, then the enter the new file name it will take, then cin f2, fd2 is equals to create f2 comma 0761, write f2 fd2 buffer size of buffer, then see out the content of the new file is this, and it will read. Now I'm gonna show you the output for it. It is asking to enter the file name r1.txt. The content of the file are hello people and bye. So it will asking the user to enter the new file name. So ra.txt. So the content of the new file is hello people bye. So that is my first program. So moving on to the second question, which is as write a C and C++ program to concatenate two files and write it to the third file using system calls. So this is the code for the second one. Starting the program with the header file #include iostream #include, then using namespace std, then creating a main function in which I am taking variables fd1, fd2, fd3, then s1, s2, s3, char buffer of size char buffer 1, buffer 2, buffer 3 of size 100, 100, 200 respectively, then char f1, f2, f3, then asking the user to enter the file name, then taking the file name, then if it is equals to -1, that it will print that the file does not exist, then it will goes to the else part where it will read the file content, and the content of the message will be there, the content of the first file is with the contents, then and it will ask the user to enter the second file name, it will take the file name, say again if it is equals to -1, then it will print file does not exist, other and else it will go to the else part, that will read the content of the file, then concatenate, so it will be s3 is equals to s1 plus s2, both the content of the file will be concatenated, then it will print cin f3, then fd3 is equals to create f3 comma 0761, it will write close, these are the system calls used, then fd3 is equals to open f3 comma 0, read only, see out the content of the new file is, and it will read. So another code. So it is asking to enter the first file name. So I'm entering r1.txt. So it will printing the content of the first file is hello people. Then it is asking to enter the second file name r uh, ra.txt. So the content of the second file is hello people. So it is asking to enter a new file name conc.txt. So as you can see, the content of the new file is hello people bye. Now my third question, that is to write a C++ program to append some data to an existing file using Unix system calls. So I'll open the code. Oh, so this is my code. First, starting the program with the header files, that is hash include iostream, then using namespace std, then starting a main function in that, and you're taking the initializing variables fd buffer input stream, then file name, then asking the user to enter the file name, then I'm initializing the file, then fd is equals to open file name, then if fd is equals to -1, the same thing, the file does not exist, and it will go to the else part, that is it will read the file, the contents of the file, then it will ask the user to add the additional content, then it will use the write system calls to write the contents of the file into that, and then it will print the contents of the new file is this, then fd is equals to open, it is using open system calls, and to read the content and print. Then uh, now it is asking the user to enter the file name, that is r1.txt. The contents of the file are hello people bye. Enter the additional contents. A. The now it is asking so as you can see, vi r1.txt. See, hello people bye and hey has been added uh, for additional content. So that was the third one. And the fourth one is to write a program to randomly access a file using Unix system calls. So vi 70.cpp. So this is the program starting with the header file when using namespace std. Then a main function in which initializing the variable has been done. Then this is asking the user to enter the file name. Similarly, it will take the file name, and if it is -1, it will print the file does not exist, and else it will go to the else part. In this switch case we have used, in which it is asking for the case 0, that is enter the location from which to begin across of the file. Then it will print it will take the pointer, then position is equal to lseek. Here we are using lseek. Then it will read the position, that is 200 minus pointer. Then similarly it will print the see out the contents of the file from the position, whatever position we'll ask. Then similarly case 1 is there and case 2 is there to read the content of the file, in which we are using lc some calls. Now it is asking the user to enter the file name r1.txt. It is asking the user to uh, from where, so from the beginning. Enter the location from which to begin access of the file. So as you can see, the contents of the file from the position 2 is in which he has been removed, so hello people and bye. So that was my seventh experiment. Thank you for watching.